Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we are making Hungarian goulash. You are not going to want to miss this one. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. I am your charming host, Chef John Politte. And if this is your first time watching, or you just want to learn how to make awesome food, or maybe even start your own cooking channel, then go ahead and do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right there, and then click on that notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload new content. All right, well, you clicked on this video to watch me make Hungarian goulash, so let's head into the kitchen and see what's going on. All right, since I deleted the folder full of videos and pictures that I had, I have to redo the shot for the list of ingredients, but no problem, I've got it right here. We've got our garlic, onions, brown sugar, flour, ketchup, vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, dry mustard, paprika, cayenne pepper, and then our oil and our chicken base that we're going to use in conjunction with our Worcestershire sauce to give our dish the savoriness and the beef flavor that we want. So there's our list of ingredients, and then we'll head back to the camera. All right, we got our ground beef cooking. We're just going to brown this up till it's done. Got our aromatics, we got our garlic right there diced up, and our onions, and we will add this to the ground beef when it is about halfway done. All right, got our onions and our garlic. I'm just going to go ahead and throw the onions right in there. Whoop, right in there. Let me see if I can just slide them in there without spilling too much of it with one hand here. I want to get it on the floor. I don't want the dog getting it. We're just going to mix this all up and let it continue to cook. And let's go over here now on the other counter and make our sauce. All right, here we go making our sauce. 2 1/4 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1/4 tablespoon of dry mustard powder, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, and the same amount of cayenne pepper in there. Then we're going to go about 2 1/2 tablespoons of the Worcestershire. There we go. And 1 1/2 teaspoons of the vinegar. Then we're going to go a whole cup of ketchup. Whoa. There's no easy way to do this. Sounds like a gerbil choking on something. Anyway, I'm going to put the phone down and get this out, and then we'll mix it up. All right, I'm going to mix this all up. And our beef is cooking up real nice. So I'm just going to continue to cook this, and when it's fully cooked, I'm going to go ahead and add the sauce to it. All right, I changed my mind. I'm not going to add the sauce yet. I'm going to add some flour into this to tighten it up, and then we'll add the water and the sauce and let it simmer for a little bit. I'm going to go about 1 cup to start with. Remember, this is 2 pounds of meat. We're just going to mix this up. Again, this is the Singer method. We're making the roux in the pot, not making it separate and adding it to. All right, that is tightened up nice. I am now going to add the sauce that we made right here. And we'll just mix this in too. I'm going to add a cup of water into this. Let's make that 2 cups of water, I'm sorry. And I'm just going to stir this up. I'm going to let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes, get it hot again, then I'm going to see if I need to add more liquid to it or not. And I did forget the chicken stock, so I made that up. And I added the rest of the ketchup that was in the bottle too. Whoop. With the trick of adding the water into the bottle and then shaking it up that Mom showed us when we were little. So that's all in there. I'm just going to let this cook some more. I'm going to get it thinned out just a little bit. It looks good, but it's just a little thick to me. So I'm going to add a little bit more water and let this cook just for a little bit longer, then we'll taste it and see what it's like. Alright, I have switched out the spoon for service. I'm going to go ahead and give this a taste. Tastes pretty good. Tastes like goulash. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to plate this up, present it to you, take some wonderful pictures for social media, put some groovy music underneath that on the timeline, then we're going to come back, give it a taste, let you look at it, and then we're going to say goodbye. So don't go anywhere. Bit of the meat here in the noodle. That's the bite. I'm going to set up the tripod and we'll get a closer look on this and I will give it a bite. And there is the said bite from the previous shot. That's what I'm going to check out. Here we go. I can taste the savoriness of the Worcestershire and the chicken base in there. I get that brown sugar sweetness to it with the vinegar hitting it too to give it kind of a sweet and sour kind of flavor to it. Very good, very easy to make, very cheap, and easy to make as well. So go ahead and make this up, give it to your family, see what they think about it, and I appreciate you watching. Take care of yourselves. All right, well, I've got this recipe right down there in the description box, and there's also some other things I'd like you to check while you're down there. One, I've left 2 links down there for my e-commerce store where I sell my seasonings, spices, and herb blends. 2, if you're a YouTuber and you are a creator, then you need to check that TubeBuddy link. Go ahead and hit that. That will give you the views and the subscribers that you need to make your show a success. And then 3, all my affiliate links for all my equipment that I use are down there as well. They are affiliate links, so I do get a little bit of a cut every time somebody buys something that I recommend. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so yet. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Leave us a comment down below. And then make sure you share this video and this channel with everybody you know. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here on It's Only Food. Take care. Bye-bye.